Eastern Connecticut welcoming in Umass Dartmouth in a Little East Conference matchup this past Saturday. The Warriors off to a 4-0 start in Little East Conference play, 8-1 overall record, and it would help that Josh Vincent was on the mound for Eastern Connecticut, and he was dealing early on. Gets Eric Ramirez to go down looking here. At bottom of the second, Nate Stewart, he's going to do the same thing. He's just observing. And then Mike Nell, he's going to look at that one, and then he gets Mitch Baker, the catcher for UMass Dartmouth. He's going to go down swinging. As Vincent, he would finish with 7 innings of work, 7 strikeouts, 5 hits, and 0 earned runs. And the bats for Eastern Connecticut, they would get going a little later than usual in this one. There you see Noah Plantamuro. He's going to send one out toward the right center field gap. And Matt Malcolm, he would come all the way around from first to score as Eastern Connecticut got the scoring started in this one with that Plantamuro slide-in triple. And then UMass Dartmouth, they would try to respond in this one as that hit to the right side by Perron would come in and score Ramirez, so they thought, but an appeal down to third base would rule that Ramirez missed third, so the run would be negated for UMass Dartmouth, and the score would remain 1-0. The Warriors were looking to use that to their advantage, and Jack Rich certainly did so as he sends that one out towards center field, and coming in to score for Eastern Connecticut would be Jake Claiborne. Is a huge insurance run there for the Warriors in the late stages as they would go up 2-0. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th, and this is where Eastern Connecticut would really run into their first bout with trouble of the day. There's 2 quick outs from Nate Farino in this inning, but then a drop third strike would allow Eric Ramirez to trot down to first base. And then a base hit to the left side by DJ Perron, as there would be 2 base runners here in this inning for the Corsairs, as they could feel that maybe they were starting to crawl back into this game. And then Mike Nell, he's going to take a 4-pitch walk there, and he would trot down to first base, and Coach Wojcik going to go talk to his sophomore right-hander to try to get out of this jam, and he's able to by getting Mitch Baker to ground out to the left side. Broadhurst is able to gobble that one up as Eastern Connecticut dealt with trouble well in this one. Now we go to the 9th inning. The final chance for the Corsairs. Bryant, he's just going to ground one innocently to the right side. Easy for Olden White to handle. He tosses it on to Farino, as Farino would be great out of the bullpen for Coach Hamm, and Eastern Connecticut would go on to win game number 1 by a final score of 2-0. Now going into game number 2, the Eastern Connecticut offense showed up a little earlier in this one. We see top 4 here, a wild pitch there from Dean Strike, what's going over Plantamuro, and a base hit into left field for Luke Broadhurst, one of the hottest hitters for Eastern Connecticut so far in 2021, as they had an early 3-0 lead. The Warrior offense would not stop there, however, as a base hit to the right side into right field for Noah Plantamuro would bring in Dean Slave, and Plantamuro was able to move up to second on the throw, and Plantamuro would have a big day out of the number 9 spot for Coach Hamm, that Eastern Connecticut State lineup. Then the Corsairs, they would try to respond in the 8th and 9th inning, as here you see Perron once again sending one out toward deep right field, and that would touch down and score another run, as that would cut the lead in half, as Perron would have a big day with 5 hits between the 2 games. Now 9th inning here, J.R. DeSarcina threatening for the Corsairs once again. He's going to send that double out to right field, so Zach Player running into some trouble. Then he would load the bases on a walk to Eric Ramirez, but then a 1-2 count and 2 outs here to the man of the day in DJ Perron, and Players able to get him to strike out swinging, as Eastern Connecticut, they would go on to win by a final score of 6-5 in game number 1 and 2-0 in game number 2. The next game for Eastern Connecticut is coming up this Tuesday at the Eastern Baseball Stadium against the Jansen and Wales Wildcats.